So it is time to talk about the Sydney Sevens, and if it is like last weekend in Hamilton, we might see some upsets. This weekend, this is how the standings look so far. New Zealand, they are at the top at the moment, and they have some clear gap with a 15-point lead over South Africa and France, who are basically tied in second place. South Africa, they got 10th last weekend in Hamilton, and they will really need to improve this weekend if they want to get any further. Fourth place is England. They were better last weekend, so you can see they are improving a little bit. Fifth place it is Australia, then Argentina. Fiji, they were poor again last weekend. They now slipped to 7th place, and then the USA in 8th place. If we have a closer look at the pool so far, Pool A, we have New Zealand. They have won 1 silver and 2 gold medals thus far in the series, so they are in a very good run so far, and I can't see it going weaker anytime soon. They are on track to actually win the whole thing at the end, and they have actually only lost 1 game so far out of all 17 games they have played. Then it is Kenya. They are 10th place overall, and they've had a weird weekend last weekend in New Zealand. They lost to England by 5, then they beat South Africa by 22. Then they drew to Japan, and then they lost to Argentina by 2. So it's a really inconsistent team at the moment with Kenya, and they just need to build that consistency a little bit more. Fiji then, if you want to talk about a team that isn't consistent, it's more about a team that isn't performing as good as they should. They are in the same pool as New Zealand, and as always, that should be spectacular. But unfortunately, we have to favor New Zealand at this stage of the competition because Fiji has not delivered so far. They have underperformed. They are 7th place overall. And with the new format change where no one actually goes to the quarterfinal, there isn't a quarterfinal anymore. The winner of the pool goes straight to the semi-finals. I don't know, you can't really see the Fijians beating New Zealand and actually going further in the competition this weekend. Then the last team in the pool, it is Wales. They are dead last in the overall standings, and it's in a difficult pool as well this weekend, so it might be even worse for them after it. So I think the final standings for this pool will be New Zealand, then Fiji, then Kenya, and then Wales. Pool B, we have France, and they have been great to watch. Every time they have the ball, you want to see them running with it. They are a dangerous team. They're yet to win gold, though. They have got some silverware, some bronzeware as well, so you want to see them get gold eventually. Argentina as well in the pool. They are overall 5th in the whole standing so far, and they're just playing how they should be playing great sevens rugby, but they are always falling short. Then it is South Africa. They are 2nd in the overall standings, joint with France. And you could clearly see last weekend in Hamilton, they are in a rebuilding phase. The 2020 year coming through now. You could see a lot of the big names are out of the team now. They are in the 15-man format in the Super Rugby. So it is quite harsh on the team, but they are in a rebuilding phase. And the young guys coming through do have a lot of potential. So overall, they got 10th in Hamilton, the South Africans. They lost to Kenya, they lost to England and Fiji. So it has been tough for them so far this year. Then Samoa in 12th overall in the standings. Might look like it's tough for them in this pool, but they have really delivered last year. This year so far, not as much, but you can see they can really do some damage to teams like they did in Dubai and Cape Town. The final standings of the pool, I think, will be France, then South Africa, then Argentina, then Samoa. Pool C consists of Australia, who are 5th in the overall standings at the moment, and they've had a 50-50 season. Quite literally. Last weekend was their best weekend so far. They got bronze place, and this weekend playing at home and playing for a greater purpose for the Australian bushfires might see them actually do a lot better than they have done so far. So I'm looking at Australia to have a good weekend this time around. USA then in the pool, they still haven't clicked into gear yet. They are 8th overall, but last weekend was a little bit better from them. Scotland then in the pool, they are 13th overall. They've won 4 out of 12 games that that they've played. They've only had one big victory, and that was over England. I still remember that one where they played in Cape Town. Further, nothing much. They've beat all the lower ranked teams, guys that are ranked lower than them, but that's about it. Then Japan, they are the invitational side of the competition again. And the best week that they've had so far was last weekend, where they won one game and drew one game. So they would at least try to win one game this weekend. At the end of the day, I think the pool will be Australia, then USA, then Scotland, then Japan. Pool D, it is England, and they have actually a very favorable pool to progress further in the tournament. They are overall ranked 5th, and their closest opponent at the moment in this pool is Canada, who is ranked 9th. So they have a bit of a gap over them. They haven't been their normal selves. They only have a 53% winning record. So it's not the best England team so far, but this weekend might be a weekend that they are targeting. Then it is Canada, and like I said, they are ranked 9th overall. It's actually a good ranking for them. They had a great weekend in Hamilton. They beat Australia with 17 points. They beat USA. That was a big victory by 21 points. And then they drew to France. So they had a great weekend last weekend. And you can see what they can actually do. And at times they are showing a lot of promise. Then it is Ireland. They are overall ranked 11th in the standings. And things just haven't looked great for them. They slipped too many tries too easily. And if they can work a bit on their defense, it might be a little bit better for them in the overall standings later on. Then it is Spain. They've only won 3 out of their 12 games. That's why they are ranked 14th. Those 3 games are over Japan, Ireland and Kenya, so they might be targeting Ireland in this weekend's games. But I think at the end of the day, the Pool D rankings will be England, Canada, then Ireland and Spain. So that means with the semi-final structure being as it is, we will see England facing up against New Zealand, where New Zealand will probably be favourites to win that one. And we'll see France facing off against Australia. Australia could actually do something there because they are at home, but if you look at how they've been playing compared to how France has been playing, I think France is supposed to win it, and we'll see New Zealand versus France in the final yet again. And New Zealand still are probably too powerful and will win this weekend yet again. Let me know your thoughts on this weekend, guys. Let me know your predictions on who will finish where. What do you think of the Blitzbox so far? All the South African fans, they haven't looked too great, have they, this year? But hopefully they do improve. If you like this video, also hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check out any of the other videos. Cheers.